All right, so this is mostly for beginners, people who have never done this before. You want to make a birdhouse. I'm going to make 3. And so what you do is you go out and buy this cedar wood, which is for fencing. Try to get some wood that's not too cracked, not too many knots, but sometimes you don't have any choices. But for under $3, one of these planks will make 1 birdhouse. So if you're going to make 1 birdhouse, you only need 1. And so what I've done is I've taken the tops. These are 8.5 inches, 8.5 from top to bottom. And I've taken the first one that I did. These are set at 45, okay? The measurement from here to here is 5 3/4. And the sides are going to be 5.5. The reason for that is to let some airflow through the sides. So I've got these ready to cut, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that and show you how I do that. And then the roof is also 8.5, and I'll cut the sides at a 45. Let me show you another birdhouse that I did recently. All right, I just did this yesterday. And if you look underneath, I've left a gap for some air on both sides. And yeah. So this is one I've already sold. And so, yeah, I'm going to make some more of these later on. But right now I'm just going to make a single birdhouse. And let's put it on the tripod and show you how I cut this 45 right here. Okay, so let's put it on the tripod. All right, don't do as I do. I do things sometimes that are unsafe. This doesn't always break, so if you hear it continue running, it's because the brake is not grabbing. But basically I'll put it at an angle like this, and here we go. First of all, I'll line it up. All right, here we go. You can hear the birds in the background. So there you have it. I've got 4 more to go. I'll put these here right now. Line it up so it's nice and straight. All right, so these are all done, ready to go. And I'm gonna go ahead and set my table saw at a 45, which is over here somewhere. Yeah, let me set that at a 45, and then we'll cut some roofing material. All right, I'm all set. I'm gonna cut all of these at a 45, okay? All right, here we go. All right, so here we go. That's just so I don't have to measure each one. I know they're going to be 5.5, and it's not that critical. It can be off a 1/16 or 2, whatever. But I put a mark over here, so I stop my wood right there, and it'll be close enough. All right, here we go. I need 6 of those. Let me get some more wood. All right, so these things are used normally for putting handles on like kitchen cabinets, and I used it years ago and I still have it, so I'm just going to use it for this. I've got my hole right here, and I'm going to center it. I mean, close counts on these things. It's just a birdhouse. You're not it's not going crazy with this, and I'll just mark it. That'll be my hole for the peg, which is going to be right here. Okay, so let's do that to each one. I'll have to put this on high speed, basically. Okay, what I normally do is pre-drill the hole with a smaller drill. The peg is right here, about 378 roughly, okay, or 380. And the drill that I'm actually going to use is what, oops, I always get down there, 365. So it'll be a nice snug fit in the wood, and I'll use silicone, or you can use any kind of glue really. But let's go ahead and pre-drill and take it from there. I was trying to figure out why this was making such a racket. Well, the set screws on the back pulley were loose, so now it's not so bad. Right? Got rid of that knocking. I thought, what is going on in here? I thought, well, maybe the cover is loose. It wasn't that. So yeah, so let's get going and continue on. All right, I got everything drilled. I'm going to do the big holes. At least it's not making that stupid racket. I'm using for the hole for the bird 1 1/4. So let's do some measuring and we'll take it from there. All right, I'm going to do the same for the hole. This is centered, or it's lined up with this hole. And the hole for the bird is right there. All right. There we go. Roughly 2 inches. I think it's maybe 2 1/4. Yeah, more like 2 1/4 from the peg. And the peg is roughly, let's see if we got to go here, 2 3/4 from the bottom. Usually I go 3, but doesn't matter. Close counts. Again, it's up to you how you want to make it look. Okay, you're only supposed to do 3 of these, but you know what? I'll leave it for yeah, I made a mistake. You don't do all 6, you just do 3, because this is going to be the back. So I'll just leave the hole for like a breathing hole. So, good thing I noticed that right now. All right, so just do 3, not 6. Oh man, okay, I'm glad I caught that. So I got breathing holes in back of the other one. Let me do this here real quick. See that? For the bottom birdhouses, they don't have any breathing holes, so I put 2 on each one. The top ones, I've cut that 1/4 inch lower to give it some airflow. So yeah. Just do 3. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. All right, let's take it over here. All right, here we go. This makes quite a mess, so I always put some cardboard in the back so it doesn't fill up the back with wood chips. And just thought of something. I need something underneath it. So let me lower this. Almost messed that one up. I don't want to go into the metal. Good thing we got that again, huh? A few things you got to remember. I'm filming, so it's kind of a pain in the butt to remember everything. All right, let's see if I can get in there without going nuts here. I'm going to put a piece of wood underneath it. All right, one more. Love the smell of wood, especially cedar. All right, my holes are done. I can go on to the next step. All right, this material came from old blinds that were in the house. I cut these 2.5 inches. So I need 3 of them. So let's do that. Okay, now we'll go deburr them a little bit. Basically, it's just get the edge off. It's kind of rough. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, let's go deburr them some more with the wire brush. Basically to get the inside clean. Had this old grinder from my father-in-law probably 40 years ago, and still running strong. It's heavy duty. I'm not sure who makes it. Remington? Okay, Remington tool. 40 years old. I had it brand new. It was given to me as a Christmas gift, and I put a wire brush on both sides. So yeah, and then this one here I rarely use. Sometimes I do, but it's a multi-speed 3rd horsepower Craftsman. I don't like it that much. But it is usable. Anyway, let's go back to work. Okay, I'm using just plain old clear silicone to hold the pegs in. What I do is I put a big gob of silicone in the hole, spread it really good, evenly, much as I can. I don't put it on the peg because then it would end up on top, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And then, a little fancy dancy hammer. Till the bottom's out. It's nice and snug. And that should hold it for a while. We hope. Oh, I hear my dog crying. Sorry. Close the door on him. All right. I think I need more silicone. Where's that tube? Oh. All right. Hold on a minute. Come on. I know there's more in there. Oh, getting low. All right. Yeah, get you later. All right, so here we go. More silicone in this one. Bottomed out. All right, nothing fancy here. It's basically taping the top. Painting the top so that it don't start rusting. I just happen to have the right color, so it works for me. I just don't want it to rust. All right, well, I've got my handy dandy Craftsman air compressor. It's set for, what, 90, roughly. And then I use my nailer from Harbor Freight, which works pretty well. I'm using brad nails, of course, 18 gauge, 1 1/4 long. And I'll be using some glue. So let me put this back on the tripod and let's make a birdhouse. I'm not gonna make all 3 on video. I'll show you the end result, but I'll just make one to show you how I do it. All right, first thing I do is I always put 3 or 4 drops of this Liberty synthetic oil into here. I do that once a day, just so it's lubricated, and we're ready to go. All right, and now I have 2 pieces of wood. I'm going to put glue on each one. Just the bead, basically. I usually put these things on here just to hold them in place so they don't fall. But I don't think it'll fit in the center. Try. It might. It like to fall. Anyway, all right. I'll make sure the bottom matches. As long as we're flush here, go ahead and nail it. Usually 3 or 4. With the glue, I know it's not going to go anywhere after it hardens. There we go. Make sure the top's okay. Okay, now that that's done, I usually put this in between here like this. And we'll go ahead and glue this on, or put the glue on. All right, put one of these other ones on here. with the holes that I made a mistake. That's okay. That'll work out. All right. Let's flush. Once in a while, the nail will fly out and I have to cut them. And we'll make sure the sides the same. Bump it tight here. Okay. Now that's done. We can go ahead and put a roof on, which will go like this. You see, like that. And kind of put it centered so get the same distance on both sides, roughly. Can be close. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and now see here, this is where the airflow is going to go. That's why we cut it 1/4 of an inch lower. All right, let's do this. Pretty easy. You can do this just a few hours, especially if you're just doing one. I'm doing 3 right now, so. All right, let's go over here. Match it up the best way we can. And it's usually a wild guess because you got to hit the wood, so you kind of go in. I don't measure, I just kind of play it by ear. Here we go. I think it's right there. Yeah, let's do this side. Okay. Sure, I'll do this. I'll show you at the same time. I'm right-handed, so I hate to do this left-handed. That's probably not what it needs to be. Then, do the back. Looks good so far. Now I'll usually put a couple on top. I'll go straight in like this. Okay. That's the birdhouse. What I'm going to do now is get the sander, and I'll show you what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to get it while I got it. Untangle this rope. Hold on a second. Hold on, I'm coming. All right, and I'll just kind of take care of the edge and the top. And there you have it. You've got a birdhouse. All right. Oh, I forgot. I got to do the bottom. All right, let's do the bottom. Let me get a piece cut. First, let me measure. It's usually 4 1/8, 4 1/4. Just under 4 1/4. Actually, it's 4 1/8. And then it's the same size as an 8 piece of wood, usually. So let me cut a piece and then we'll do that one to finish it up. All right, so I've got a cut. I'm gonna put some glue. I don't have to do all 4 sides. I just do 3 sides because there's nails going to on all sides. So yeah, put that in there like this. Slowly, surely, and the smell that puppy. And we'll do the back just because there it is. Now we can say it's finished. Huh? See how easy that was? Now it'll cost me like $269 for one of these boards. And then you've got the brads, which don't cost a whole lot. The glue. So, and I sell these for $15. They're well made. I mean, they're gonna last forever. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. But before I go, let me show you all three of them done, and then I'll say goodbye. So hold on, don't go away yet. All right, well, they're all done. Yeah. If somebody wants the dimensions, I even put a weather vane on this one. We can pick up at Hobby Lobby. I think they're 3 something. But anyway, if you want the dimensions on this one, I can put them out there. But I'll wait till somebody says, "Hey, what's those dimensions on those on that birdhouse that's got what 6, 7 birdhouses? They're all separate. They all have floors." So yeah. All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I've always got more projects going on, and I appreciate you watching. Hit the bell so you're notified. That's what that's for. The bell's to notify you when there's more projects coming on. All right.